Hello, I'm fresh out the shower. This is a crochet hook. Okay, let me discuss about a few things. So, I want to let you know about, let's do this for the Chinese. I'm using Red Note, and I want them to have the option of, or in people in general, people hate fat people a lot. Every country, they hate fatness in general, even though it's some things that just happens. Once you age, you will gain certain levels of fat. So every single person will get weight. Um, I want you to know why things bother you and why it's even an issue at all. Let's start with um, my own perspective is in American white woman, right? So it's all subjective based on how I was raised. I am fat. My weight fluctuates. I will not discuss this another time. Or did that video already count? It probably did. But I guess I want this option to let them know for the people at Red Note to I could educate them, but most of the time people have cognitive dissonance, which means that their core beliefs are very rooted in their personality, and the only time they will um, have an open mind when they have something in their own life that affects them directly. White people cannot understand racism until something about oppression affects them. That at that point they go, oh shit, they're mean to me because of this version of marginalization that I have. All of a sudden, now you can see that other people can be oppressed. So when white people all of a sudden are any anti-racist or any woke abilities, they can only get that once they've been oppressed in one way so that they can understand that, oh, guess what, more people can get that. um so yeah, that's how people feel about all of their core beliefs, that it doesn't bother them until it's somehow something in a similar vein happens to them. It's not the same direct thing, but it just means that they have been oppressed and now they have the option to consider about more perspectives once they've already been fucked over. So, people are mean, and most of the time it's because they have not had an experience that could give them empathy. I'm autistic, so my empathy is very full, and if I even hear a story, I can actually consider on both sides of the story to see why they behave the way they are. It probably has to do with growing up as a girl, having autism, so yeah, one of my fixations or interests, special interests, would have been some psychology, so I can understand why people are the way they are. Holistic people generally don't have the same levels of empathy as those who are neurodivergent. Um, Anyone who's any mental difference, then um, you know, I can't even say healthy because it's just the way they are. Holistic people, non or neurotypical people, they are very easy to be manipulated into a very strict life, and um, that's why holistic or neurotypical people keep their jobs for a very long time. It's because they fit the mold that capitalism wants. Um, So I wouldn't say that's a strength on you because most of those people who are neurotypical, they don't have to consider other people until something shitty happens to them. And that is in the same breath is how we have people who treat us like shit when we're fat, when someone's disabled, when someone is an amputee, when someone is dark, when someone is queer. No one can experience, or most people, if they're especially neurotypical, they will not consider a life of those people until something has oppressed them directly. People have already said that. They should have already said it online. People have already brought this up. This happens to our fat people right now. Fat phobia. And they assume that it's not a phobia, but isn't it? Because they're so obsessed and horrified about being fat, being queer, they're willing to abuse people to avoid any way looking like they could have it. They say it's more of a phobia, and they're like, it doesn't count as the same one, but they do literally pattern their lives based on queerness or fatness to avoid this in every way they can. So it's not the same as maybe not panic attacks, but they definitely make their whole lives about it. Don't you know that? Because trolls or people who are bullies online, they spend a lot of time trying to say you're fat, you're an F word. I'm not gonna say that because I'm actually a dyke. Sorry, you could say this. You're a dyke. All of these things is they're trying to avoid their fear the entire time. So yeah, kinda that does kind of count like a phobia. So fat phobia is the whole society is based and surrounded and worshiping of starvation and thinness. Thinness does not equate to health. Um, and most people, um, it's only a few certain amount of people with a certain genetic um, that they can maintain a very skinny body their whole lives. You know, we know there's these type of people. You've seen thin people their whole lives, and you know that they'll keep it the whole time based on that. The rest of those people who do not have those type of genes will basically put their entire lives to either excessive exercise, they will limit their food to a lot, and they will do such a thing as deficits, calorie deficits. All of this is to avoid being fat. And um, can you imagine? Like, that makes sense that it's a phobia. Your whole life is based on avoiding being fat to such a point that it almost becomes an addiction as you are. Now you have to think about, oh, great, I have to go to the gym. You don't even like it. I mean, generally, people don't even like it. And even when people get thin or get swole or get whatever body they're trying to get to, it will never satisfy them. They will never feel as though they are the same weight that they want, the same muscle mass they want. At every day, they will want to keep doing this because they form a dysmorphia. So when people come and tell me I'm fat, they'll say shit like anything, honestly. Mostly they just say fat because I'm just fat. Um, I've had people even tell me you should starve. Like today, I went live, whatever day I'm filming this. I go live and somebody goes, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to eat, so I'm gonna finish this live at some point, and somebody goes, oh, somebody had said, don't eat. And then I go, did you just tell me to starve so that I can lose weight? And then they go, yeah, exactly. So yeah, people will literally want you to starve yourself to death rather than you existing in a fat body. I don't have to prove anything to you because guess what? Cognitive dissonance. Even if I tell you I eat healthy food, I probably eat healthier than you. Probably the vast majority of you, I eat healthier than you. Um, at this point in my life, I've been eating healthy for like probably 2 years. That's very rude, Carl. For about 2 plus years. 2 years. I've still maintained. Oh my god! Boundary. Ah! Stop that. Naughty. So, yeah, I eat a bunch of fucking very healthy food. Now I'm getting my vegetables as much as I can from the farmer's market when I need veggies. Um, I don't eat fast food like, unless I'm out and about and I kind of have the need to do it because I'm doing something out there outside. If I do, it's maybe once a month, maybe once every other month, and then probably a restaurant that's not fast food, probably once every 3 months. So most of this food is me cooking and my roommate cooking, and it's a bunch of healthy food, which is, tofu, beans, um, a bunch of healthy food. I don't use canola. I don't even know about the oils. I just use olive oil, okay? Butter. I like butter. I don't have that much, but still, I like butter. Yeah, I eat healthy food. So now I dance and I'm exercising. Um, if I wanted to lose weight, I would probably. I'm not eating as much as Uh, I just stopped having my protein bars because I know that you have to be very picky with your protein bars because some of them are a little fatty. So once I don't use the cheap one, I'm not going to buy the cheap one. I'm just going to consider making my own protein bars. With that, I'm going to hopefully just have stuff from whole oats or whatever the fuck I can figure out. Um your body, when it does go into deficit or excessive or exercise more than used to, more than the body is used to, your body believes it's in starvation mode. You will get resistance before you even lose any weight. So it's possible that I would lose weight, but right now I'm also waking up earlier. I'm getting an exercise probably once a day, which is, yeah, something that I enjoy. Actually, movement. Um, then yeah, I could lose weight, but it'll be a little while so that my body gets used to um the resistance. Other than that, I don't mind if I'm losing weight. I'm aware that my body being fat is going to be on and off my whole life. I'm okay with that because guess what? This won't be me considering, oh wow, now I'm perfectly in my perfect body. You will not feel that way. If you lose weight, you go, great, I've got it. Bingo, eureka, I hit it. No, you would never feel that. You would be like, I'm so glad I did that. But it will still be there in the back of your mind to say, you know what, I could use weight. Or now you're horrified. Now you've gained 5 pounds and now you're fucked over. You know, you get so worshipped about it because of the way society is. Um, the reason why we're obsessed with thinness is because of marketing. You remember Mad Men? I didn't even fucking watch it. But people started doing a shitload of advertising, and it was a lot with a bunch of misogyny. If you go look in all of those ads from 50s and 60s, that's how it starts. It wasn't that men preferred women that way, it's because it was a lot of ease to subjugate women more in their place and still use money, which is, guess what? Your husband's perception of you is very important, and you need to be skinny always. Um, and then you need to buy this so that you can do this and that. Um, it's always about money. And I would say you probably do not need any skin routine whatsoever. My acne, I always get acne about half of the month because I have PMDD, because I have autism. Is this legally bound that I have anything to prove it? No, I do not. But I have been studying my body because I live here. This is my body and I'm used to it. I'm in PMDD right now. My fucking tits hurt really bad, but but it I would have had sore tits for like a whole ass week, and it's only been a few days. So it's from 8 to 3, so that's not bad. The acne usually would get very severe. Um, not cystic, but I would get kind of. Um, depends on my stress levels mostly. But it still will always get a flare of acne no matter what, and it's half the month. So half the month I'm dealing with PMDD, and I also get extreme sadness because of it. What's going on right now that's doing better is I'm limiting my estrogen levels, as in I'm getting it really more controlled than I can, which I am supposed to have some. I'm supposed to make some stuff right now. I pickle things, and I'm gonna set up a. I'm starting some sauerkraut, and there's some TikToks online you could find for sauerkraut. That shit isn't vinegar. It's just salt and reduce water release, and then you can figure that out. I'm gonna try and eat that like 3 cups a day to keep estrogen in line, so that maybe it's not this much of a fucking hassle. And I'm getting sunlight. I exercise for something that I enjoy, so I don't torture myself. I get some sunshine. Um, because I have autism and ADHD. There is no way I'm gonna maintain an exercise like fucking weights. I actually kind of like weights, but I don't even remember if I would like that anymore. I love dancing, so yeah, I'm gonna use something that brings me joy. Just so I can make sure that, like, oh, guess what? I'm not gonna be in pre-diabetic. I'm not gonna get anywhere near Alzheimer's, which is basically Alzheimer's is fucking diabetes 3. Just so you know. You want to still maintain your protein, not protein. I don't give a fuck about your protein. Fiber your whole lives. That's more for your colon cancer risks, which you would. You need a. I would say your protein is like only focus on protein after you've got all your fiber, bitch. That's for real, okay? You should maintain your exercise just to maintain the flow of the body so that you are not at risk for Alzheimer's, which you also are at a high risk of that anyway for having autism or ADHD. So, neurodivergency, you are at risk for Alzheimer's as is. But you need to do it with joy because you will not maintain it because I know I will not maintain an exercise that I don't fucking like. So, life is way too short to do something you don't even like. You know what I'm liking? The gardening. It's really cute. It's really fun. It's very grounding, and that's what's helping me really control my estrogen levels. And it really makes you feel less like a piece of shit, and it lets you feel smaller. Not smaller physically, but smaller cosmically. So I don't have to think, you know what? I need to be perceived in a certain way for certain people all the time of my life. Um, uh, if you can notice, I don't even look at the camera as often as you are used to because I don't like being perceived. That's the autism on me, okay? Um, but a lot of the times, well, maybe I'm fucking trying some. I'm starting into it, okay? Yeah, the sunlight really is helping me. The gardening, it's your foot in the fucking ground. It's good. The dirt, it's good shit, okay? I think you need to make yourself back in the ecosystem. Not the economy, the ecosystem. You're in Earth for a reason, and I think you want to be more connected with the Earth than you are anywhere else. I would say if we could, we don't even have any jobs. Yeah, I'm jobless. Um, as far as you know, I still make money from porn. Um, I'm still trying to make money just so I can afford rent, or if I'm gonna be able to get it at some point, make enough money for tech, then I would want to have a job at a house, and that means I would need to pay for a mortgage, right? Other than that, I don't want to use specific money unless it's for things that just go for the. It ain't gonna go to no corporates, okay? I ain't gonna pay for nothing as much as I'm gonna limit all of my corporations contributions. Fuck this fucking shit, man. Um so if you consider that fat is the worst thing that your body could be, you're just a person. I was going to say fuck you, but I don't want to say that anymore. I think you're really still stuck in the capitalistic society regardless of your country. I think you will gain weight, you will gain, lose, keep whatever weight you get. You'll get disabled at some point. You will be vulnerable in a lot of different physical ways in your whole life. You will notice at some point or another. It will not matter what your even body looks like. The only thing that matters is that it works and it's connected with your soul. So if it bothers you enough to abuse someone else, you're fucked up more than you even thought. And guess what? You're a human being and you're still alive. So you should just open yourself to your own soul and listen to things that make you happy. It doesn't matter what people say to you because it's your life. You're only here for a certain amount of time. If you're a troll, that's that's pretty pitiful, and I hope you spend much less time online. And I should you yeah, touch grass was pretty true. It's pretty true now. You should start gardening now. You will feel much better. My acne looks so much good right now because I feel so much more content than I am ever, ever in my life. Nothing has consoled me any more than being in with the earth. My library has something called a seedbrary. It's a little exchange for seeds. You can get 6 packets of um one type of seed per day. Per day. They expect you to, if you can, give back some seeds when you have some. I did it once and I don't know it. I'm still confused. So I'm gonna get there like sometimes this weekend. I'm not gonna tell you shit. And then I'm gonna get more seeds. I started the seeds setting them in soil yesterday. And today, right now, it's fucking raining. Oh, the rain was supposed to arrive probably like tomorrow at like 7 a.m., but it's coming tonight. So there it goes. Get that. Let's get some rain. We like it. And then I'm using the bus. Corporations, what a joke. The bus is so awesome. I want to let you know that I'm flexing. I'm promoting the library. I'm promoting the bus for goddamn reasons, okay? We might not have it forever because the way the country is going, it looks like shit. But I want you, while we're here, appreciate it now. We want to maintain this because it's great. Bus, the bus doesn't even make you sick. You notice you see buses and you're like, holy shit. The motion there must be horrible. You must get horrible motion sickness. Bitch, no. They have these I have theories. Now, the windows the windows are so big that you have a very extended view. So, you don't even have like a blinder for horses. Oh my god, do horses get motion sickness? Oh my god. You think that happens? Anyway. Oh, wait a second. Anyway, so with the bus, you can see the whole ass city as you're going through it, and I get motion sickness very quickly, very easily. I always got sick from the fucking flights. And I'll tell you that hack in a second. And then also, if I'm in a long car ride, it does make me sick. If I'm not in the front, and if I'm not seeing the fucking window right in front of me. And even then, it's risky. But bitch, that ain't happened even once at the fucking bus. I've been going on this every goddamn, like twice a week, maybe. We'll see. And it's maybe once a week. And then, bitch, I'm not even sick at all. It's fabulous. And the they're so cool. Bus drivers are like, bus drivers call solidarity. They're great. They can help you if you're lost. They can help you a lot of things. And they're down to fucking earth, man. They're awesome. And that's how you would feel about the librarians too. Those people can explain a lot. They just don't want you to give them a headache. Yeah, sure, I'm a very loud person. But they're still going to help you and figure it out, and they're really nice. So, when you're down to earth, community is how you want to be, baby. Oh, so, you ever heard? Okay, so I had these life hacks where somebody's like, "Oh, if you get sick in flights, you can tape some lentils, dry lentils on your wrists, on your inner wrists right here. If you put that right there, it will really limit your motion sickness. It applies to um lentil beans and coffee beans. And so I tried it. I didn't have coffee beans the time when I first started it. I was like, what the fuck? It did help a little for the lentils, but nah. Coffee? One coffee bean taped on your wrist. One coffee bean. I think I had it on each wrist. I would get motion sick as we're getting in the air, and then as we're setting it up, it stabilizes. It stabilizes. The coffee bean is what you need, okay? That shit works so fucking well. So fucking well. So I will probably always have to keep coffee beans because this shit's great. Anyway, I thought I was gonna film another thing. People don't really care. I know my audience is mostly dudes, but I wanted to just say things that matter to me also. So, yeah, I'm not making enough money anyway on YouTube, so I'm just saying shit. Am I editing? Say it again, you guys. No, no, I'm not. Because I'm not getting paid for this. And it doesn't feel like it matters. Okay? And also, guess what? If I was paid, would I edit? No, you got it. I wouldn't. I would not. I would let you, the viewer, put it on 1.5 or times 2 of the speed because you have issues. And guess what? I have that too. Bitch, I do that all the time. If somebody has a long story, I'm like, sorry, I have the patience of a, okay, I don't even know what to think of. I got nothing. I just can't handle that long. So maybe not. Maybe I don't even have enough patience to give you an anecdote. I got nothing. So yeah, I would not be offended in any way because bitch, I do that every time. Like twice a day. If there's a long a long TikTok, yeah, I'm gonna put it on times 2. Sometimes I go see if it's an option for 3, baby. Yeah. Oh, would you like to know about my so what I use for the acne? Mostly nothing. I have eczema, so my skin is very dry. Also have autism, so the regulation, I mean the your blood circulation is I poorly regulate that. So if it's hot, I'm suffering. If it's cold, I'm suffering. So usually I'm mostly dry. My skin is dry usually, almost all the time. And it's very pointless to um I can't use extra cleansers of facials that it seems like it will just fuck me over because I've tried that before and it's just too severe for any of my skin. Your best bet, here's what I'm doing. I'm using seawater. Yeah. I am coastal, so sometimes I go to the beach and I keep the salt in so I can last a little bit longer. And it does make my pussy suffer because then I'm not showering. I know, I'm changing, I'm doing something, okay? And then I have a whole fucking bottle. It's like a liter of seawater that I keep in case I move out. And if I'm not coastal anymore, then I'm gonna keep that. And you just put a little on on your hand and just rub it on your face. It just dries as you go to sleep or something like that. And occasionally, if there is a zit that's something that is already red, then I can put a little dab on a little oil on me, which is just tea tree oil. Or yeah, tea tree oil. Oh, it's also called as Melaleuca. I don't fucking know. I got the cheap one from like Walmart a few years ago, and it's fucking big, so it's been lasting forever. And I also use that for my toe because I got a toe fungus that's still not gone yet. It's been taking years. I probably need one of those things that actually kick a fungus because I can't afford that either. So I don't know that anything. Anyway, and then You probably don't even need to buy anything except for maybe if you want to use the oil, but that shit's like $12 for like to last you 6 years. I'll be real. And that's conservative. So, yeah, be gentle with your skin because actually you shouldn't be like the whatever they I would say if it's Asian, maybe, but American, I would say do not even go near it. I would say absolutely not. I would say if it's holistic from fucking Eastern medicine, yeah, but the rest of it, nah. Probably anything you can should just be home home remedies, I would say. Cause this shit's and don't waste your money on that fucking shit. If I get sponsored, I won't be because I will not use it. I will not take a sponsorship for um skin routines cuz what the fuck am I supposed to put your skin routine on? And then guess what? I'm going to it means you're going to see my acne get worse as time goes on, which means I really be fucking them over, okay? The viewers to see me saying get a fucking skin routine and then they watch me flare up, the money ain't worth it. I don't like lying. So if I don't think I'm even gonna get any sponsorships anytime. Probably not. I'm gonna fucking I got nothing to do, man. Um, build your empathy. Actually give a shit about people. Do not torture yourself for the way you perceive to other people. You can never control people in any way. It's not even fucking worth it. Bye.